Charles
again. Yep. Hi. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, great. Okay.
Peter Summer, Capital Intel, Capital Intelligence Group.
Nice to meet you.
And you've got your Google Glass?
Yes.
I know. What is that telling you about me, right?
I see your deal flow and predictive intelligence on mergers and acquisition. It just is a television camera that I can record, and if I want, I can go 4G and go straight to the trading floors or out and broadcast live through Bluetooth. I got a BlackBerry.
Wow.
So are we doing that live, or are you just doing?
I'm just recording it.
Recording. Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
So I'm going to do this.
Yeah, fine.
That's pretty wild. So is this like, does everyone know that you're using a Google Glass?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a really great advertisement for Google.
It is. It is.
In a good way.
No, no.
They're listed companies.
I know. No. I even did it with Eric Schmidt once.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and then the inventor, Vint Cerf, the inventor of the internet, I did it with him. It was really cool.
That is really cool. Okay,
Can you get a
good.
picture of that orange thing on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see?
Very.
There you are.
Right.
There you
Two
are.
cards first. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
It's,
It's really high
Yep.
tech.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this 25 years. You know, Bloomberg had the terminals, Reuters had the pigeons, and I have Google Glass.
Oh, it's very, very cool.
And you don't have to,
Pigeons.
yeah, and you don't have to drag you somewhere and get a camera crew.
I know, it's really amazing. Okay.
Okay, so we have about
So-
10, 15 minutes if you want to do
Okay.
How do you want to do it?
Can I ask the first question?
Sure.
One of the things you've done that's really exciting is Nasdaq Private Market, which seems to be able to take the best part of the Jobs Act, which was meant by Geithner for minority-owned businesses, businesses in economically depressed areas, women-owned businesses. You have the $50 million no capital gains.
Right.
And that's something that excited a lot of people create a new business as opposed to crowdfunding. But this is something, how big of an importance is it for your business, and how many companies are you seeing using the Nasdaq private market? Because it gives you New York, if I'm wrong, Oslo, and Dubai.
Wait, what was New York, Oslo, and Dubai?
Your Nasdaq center. So if you're listed on Nasdaq
okay.
private market, you have access of those three major.
It's a little different. So the Nasdaq private market today, we did actually create Nasdaq private market because of the Jobs Act. And what we looked at was, as you said, there are a lot of really interesting elements of the Jobs Act that allow small companies to grow as private companies, and then they also changed some rules that frankly allow companies to stay private a lot longer than they used to be able to. So when we realized that, we said, okay, well, these companies over time are going to need to have liquidity. And it's one thing if they stay private for 3 or 4 years and then come to the public markets, but if they're continuing to grow, they're going to have early investors and early employees that are going to start to need to feel like they're getting a monetary return as opposed to a paper return on their investment. So we created a private market. It allows them to have a liquidity event. We do end-to-end from soup to nuts to make it so they can do transfers of shares and cap table management so that they can offer that liquidity. And it's been actually a real success. But what's interesting is we thought it was going to be for smaller companies, and actually some of the the larger tech companies are definitely taking advantage of it, in addition to some smaller companies that are looking to manage their liquidity.
Shouldn't every private company be listed on some form of market? It just makes life easier for shareholders who want to leave or family members, and some places are going to that, like every company to be even considered a company have to be listed in some way.
Well, I think that actually the U.S. it's pretty clear. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of small businesses out there, so tens of thousands. So to have them all have to list somewhere, I don't think that that's practical for the economy as large as ours. But what this does do is allow them to have a very uniform way to be able to provide disclosures and provide the ability for investors to make an informed decision as to whether to buy or sell, still keeping it in the private space with having to register with the central government. So I think that's actually more the value of what the private market does today.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
That's pretty good.
Sure.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, I have a question.